In 1897, one 8-year-old girl named Virginia asked for proof that Santa Claus exists. She wrote a letter to the editor of The Sun, and she got a response. I'm Natalia, and I'm going to read both letters to you today. I'm going to do my favorite exercise, and I'm going to let you watch my process or listen to my process, because I believe you should try the same exercise, and I believe you should include it in your practice routine. I am passionate about teaching the methodology of achieving native-like fluency in a foreign language, and I'm passionate about developing my own cognitive abilities in a foreign language. When you read out loud, the primary skill you're developing is receiving the mental image, because when you receive it correctly, then you're able to communicate it in your own spontaneous speech when you speak English to native speakers. Let's read it. I'm going to read it. You're going to follow me. If you want to practice and do this exercise with me, you will find the transcript in the community of practice. So go ahead and maybe do the synchronization exercise if you're not a community member. And you don't know what a synchronization exercise is, it means that you follow the transcript at the same time as you listen to the audio message. And you want to make sure that you synchronize the sound, the image, and the meaning. Basically, you want to make sure that you hear every single word that you see on the screen. You can also print out the page and make sure that you hear every single word that you see on a piece of paper in front of you. And you can use a pen to circle or cross or underline every word that you heard. And when I say every word, I really mean every word. Every article, every preposition, every suffix, everything. Everything. And when you read out loud, you want to make sure that no one can tell that you're reading. It should sound like you're telling a story. So I'm going to get started. Dear editor, I am 8 years old. Some of my little friends say there is no Santa Claus. Papa says, if you see it in the sun, it's so. Please tell me the truth. Is there a Santa Claus? Virginia O'Hanlon. Virginia received a response, and I'm going to read it to you. Virginia, your little friends are wrong. They have been affected by the skepticism of a skeptical age. They do not believe except they see. They think that nothing can be which is not comprehensible by their little minds. All minds, Virginia, whether they be men's or children's, are little. In this great universe of ours, man is a mere insect, an ant, in his intellect, as compared with the boundless world about him, as measured by the intelligence capable of grasping the whole of truth and knowledge. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. He exists as certainly as love and generosity and devotion exist. And you know that they abound and give to your life its highest beauty and joy. Alas, how dreary would be the world if there were no Santa Claus. It would be as dreary as if there were no Virginias. There would be no childlike faith then, no poetry, no romance to make tolerable this existence. We should have no enjoyment except in sense and sight. The eternal light with which childhood fills the world would be extinguished. Not believe in Santa Claus. You might as well not believe in fairies. You might get your papa to hire men to watch in all the chimneys on Christmas Eve to catch Santa Claus. But even if they did not see Santa Claus coming down, what would that prove? Nobody sees Santa Claus, but that's no sign that there is no Santa Claus. The most real things in the world are those that neither children nor man can see. Did you ever see fairies dancing on the lawn? Of course not, but that's no proof that they're not there. Nobody can conceive or imagine all the wonders there are unseen and unseeable in the world. You may tear apart the baby's rattle and see what makes the noise inside, but there is a veil covering the unseen world, which not the strongest man, nor even the united strength of all the strongest men that ever lived, could tear apart. Only faith fancy, poetry, love, romance can push aside that curtain and view and picture the supernal beauty and glory beyond. Is it all real? Virginia, in all this world, there is nothing else real and abiding. No Santa Claus. Thank God. He lives, and he lives forever. 1,000 years from now, Virginia, nay, 10 times 10,000 years from now, he will continue to make glad the heart of childhood. I hope you enjoyed listening to the reading. If you don't know how to answer the question that your 8-year-old is asking, read this to them and do the exercise of reading out loud. It's fantastic. I actually got goosebumps reading this message, and I love seeing and feeling the progress because I did fewer iterations now before I recorded the message, and I made fewer pronunciation mistakes, and I could see the meaning of what I was reading faster. Find more exercises in the community of practice. They will be marked with a hashtag reading or rhythm. Learn the rhythm of English, learn the concept of thought chunking, and read out loud. This will help you in your spontaneous presentations, as well as in your prepared presentations in the English language. I'll see you in the community of practice.